Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Last week, one of the subscribers to Watch Art Sci wanted good watches under $2,000. And so I went out and see what I could find. Now, what I started with watches that I knew had their own in-house movements, but what I found was not exactly okay. So, but I did find, I think, three watches that are really very interesting watches. And looking at the reviews and backgrounds of them, they're watches you may want to have. Now, two of them are chronographs, and the other one is has a rotating inner bezel. I think you're going to find them both, all three of them, very interesting, and they're all under 3,000. Now, the first one is Girard-Perregaux Ferrari 8090. This is a chronograph. It's from the 90s, I believe. I think it's a 37 millimeter. It's got a caliber Girard-Perregaux 2280 that's based on an ETA 2892 A2 with a Dubois Deprat chronograph module. So it's a pretty standard chronograph. Now on the back there's a picture of a Ferrari, and this series of watches, and there aren't that many of them, uh, had been done in in concert with Ferrari. Now this one, I don't know what the original price was. I think it was five something, but I'm not positive. This one is $1,436. It's a pretty good price. It's certainly under 2,000, and if you can compare other Girard-Perregaux or equivalent watches that are chronographs, I think you'll find that is a pretty good price on that. Now, this is again, I would just the only criteria or the base criteria was that they had to be under 2,000. This is pre-owned. I found it on Chrono 24. Now, this next one is one that I found extremely interesting. It's another chronograph. It's called the Chopard Imperiale chronograph, and this one's 37 millimeters, and it was 1641. Also, I found this also on Chrono 24. Now, the again, uh, Chopard does make their own movement, but this one had a caliber by a Frederic Piguet, caliber 1185, a very popular caliber, I might add. And one, this is with a chronograph, 3 hertz, which I like, 48 hours power reserve, and like this is a chronograph. Uh, so this is another one. 1641 is certainly under 2,000, and but it's an interesting watch too. And I think Chopard has a little more style, I would say, than some of the other ones you're going to find in the same price range. Now the final one, this is one I hadn't really ever, I don't know if I'd ever recommended it before. I've always liked Bremont. Bremont is an English watch. They have probably the toughest cases around. They're really excellent cases for, if you're doing a lot of outdoor stuff and banging around. This is the kind of watch you'd probably want to have. I think there was an expedition to the North Pole that they had some of the Bremonts with. Now, U-2, Bremont is very much of an a flying airplane brand, and the U-2, of course, is a famous biplane. Now, this one is brand new with the box, with a warranty, and the case, and this had been 5,000 something bucks. Not too long ago, I think it was 2023, Bremont was sold to someone else, and I think they were trying to get rid of a lot of the old stock because they had some new ideas they want to bring in. This I found at the watchoutlet.com. Here, the thing about it, and I read one of the reviewers, just he said that they originally came out with a black dial, and it just didn't do anything to him. He says this blue dial really changed his mind about it. It's got a day date at 3 o'clock. The top crown is for winding, for setting the time and date, and the bottom one is it has this inner bezel. What you can do with an inner bezel is that you can set it up as a type of timer and all kinds of things that you might want to use it for. But the outer bezel doesn't rotate. And on the back of it, it's got a nice little, I don't know if that's a gold rotor or not. I sort of doubt it, but it looks nice. I'll put it that way. So the Bremont U-2. Now this one is under $2,000 by $1, but it is under 2,000. This one happens to be brand new, 43 millimeters COSC. It's another feature that they had about this 38-hour reserve. Not a really big reserve on it, but you know, not bad. Anyway, those are the three watches that I found. All that one subscriber wanted to know, you got any good watches under 3,000, under 2,000, and these three I think sort of fit the bill. Let me know what you think. If you have any one of these, I'd really like to hear about it. This is an opportunity to subscribe if you like, and until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.